Donald Trump is back on his warpath to dismantle the deep state and eliminate wasteful spending. We're talking billions, no, possibly trillions, of taxpayer dollars vanishing into the void, never to be seen again. Enter Elon Musk, who has reportedly been tasked by Trump to hunt down fraud, waste, and abuse in the federal government. Yep, the guy who sent a like Tesla to space and made Twitter X is now targeting bloated bureaucracies. And in the midst of all this chaos, Palantir Technologies could emerge as the ultimate solution, leading to a mind-blowing stock surge to $370. How? Stick around, because this is gonna be epic. USAID, where does the money actually go? One of Trump's latest targets. USAID, the U.S. Agency for International Development. Sounds noble, right? It's supposed to provide humanitarian aid and promote democracy overseas. But according to reports, billions of taxpayer dollars have been funneled into wasteful programs, mismanaged contracts, and, allegedly, corrupt foreign governments. So, Trump and his allies are not buying it. Instead, they're saying this agency is a bloated cash-burning machine, and it's time to either fix it or shut it down. But wait, if USAID is this inefficient, how do you track all that waste? Enter Elon Musk. Trump wants to end the era of government fraud, and who better to do that than the guy who made electric cars cool, revolutionized space travel, and now wants to implant chips in our brains. Musk has already expressed his frustration with government inefficiency. He's literally called bureaucracy a death machine that suffocates progress. Now, he's reportedly been tasked with helping cut down fraud and waste in Washington. The mission? Find a way to audit and expose where taxpayer money is actually going. But how do you track billions of dollars flowing through the black hole of government spending? Palantir, the secret weapon for stopping fraud and waste. This is where Palantir comes in. Palantir isn't just any tech company. It's the digital war machine that helped take down terrorists, track money laundering networks, and predict cyber threats before they even happen. So, let's break this down. Pattern detection. Palantir's AI can analyze millions of government transactions in seconds, spotting suspicious spending, whether it's an overpriced pencil or $500 million missing from an aid package. Tracking funds in real time. Imagine if every taxpayer dollar had a GPS tracker on it. Palantir's software could follow the money and reveal who's getting rich off government contracts. Eliminating fraud in seconds. Palantir's AI doesn't just find problems, it solves them. Fraud detection that used to take years could now be done in days. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. An example, let's say USAID claims it spent $200 million on foreign aid in Africa. With Palantir, auditors could instantly verify if the money actually went to real projects, or if it magically disappeared into an offshore account. Translation: if Palantir gets the contract to clean up USAID, it could expose the biggest waste and corruption scandal in U.S. history. Could Palantir's stock explode to $370? Now, here's where things get really interesting. If Palantir becomes the go-to fraud detection tool for the federal government, the company's revenue would skyrocket. Let's do the math. The U.S. government spends over $6.3 trillion annually. If Palantir lands contracts to audit just 1% of that spending, it could bring in $63 billion in revenue. Right now, Palantir is valued at around $190.68 billion. If it secures even a fraction of these government deals, its valuation could easily triple. Palantir is already working with the military, law enforcement, and intelligence agencies. Adding a full-scale government fraud detection contract would be a game-changer. This is why there is a possible run to $370 per share. And let's not forget, Trump is a big fan of winners. If Palantir delivers, it could become the gold standard for fraud elimination in every government agency. The bigger picture, what happens next? If Trump goes full throttle on draining the swamp and Musk starts pushing for AI-driven fraud detection, Palantir is in the perfect position to dominate. Imagine a future where every government transaction is monitored in real time. No more mystery budgets, missing billions, or shady foreign aid deals. Imagine Palantir expanding beyond the US, helping countries worldwide eliminate fraud and save taxpayer money. Imagine a world where bureaucratic bloat is slashed in half, and governments are actually forced to be transparent. This isn't science fiction. It's happening now. If this plan unfolds, Palantir isn't just another AI stock, it's the AI stock. Massive government contracts. Likely. Exploding revenue. Almost certain. Trump's backing. Very possible. Elon Musk pushing for reform. Absolutely. And if Palantir succeeds in cutting waste, eliminating fraud, and saving billions, $370 per share might actually be a conservative estimate. If Palantir, Trump, and Musk actually pull this off, we could be looking at the biggest shakeup in government spending in U.S. history. For decades, Washington has been possibly a never-ending money pit. Entire agencies exist just to shuffle papers, create reports that possibly no one reads, and hand out contracts to their friends. The opposition, who doesn't want this to happen? Now, before we all start celebrating a corruption-free future, let's be real, there are powerful people who do not want Palantir exposing their secrets possibly. The deep state, these guys have been possibly profiting off government waste for decades. If Palantir shines a spotlight on their scams, expect serious pushback. Defense contractors, the military-industrial complex possibly loves overpricing things. Big tech, companies like Amazon and Google also want juicy government contracts. If Palantir dominates AI-driven fraud detection, Silicon Valley will be furious. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love Him and obey His commandments. Please acknowledge Him in your plans and He will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Check the description section. Alright, beloved friends, that's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today, your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you, see you in the next video by God's grace, we love you, and blessings to you.